And today I'd like to present you to this brand new Swamp cabinet, one FRFR kind of product that's going to help you to reach all the best resources that your better processor can allow you to do. Come with me and let's check it out. Hi, my name is Eric Palusi. It's a pleasure to have you here. I'd like to invite you to subscribe to the channel and let me know in the comments what you thought about this video and what else you want to see here. Your opinion, it's very important for us all. So, before starting talking about what is this FRFR kind of cabinet, it's important to understand the first step of it all. That is how to understand how to work with a better processor in line, direct in line. But what does it mean? When we say we are playing in line, it means that you are simulating all the resources around everything we use. So let's understand the way of your signal and let's understand how it's going to work. When your signal gets out of your guitar, it goes straight to your pedals. After your pedals, it goes straight to your amplifier. Your amplifier is divided in 3 stages. The first stage is the preamp. It is the identity. It's how this amplifier will bring a color to your sound. And then we know the most important identities of the amplifiers themselves. Mesa Boogie, Fender, Marshall, Vox. Everything that came after these references, everything that came after has this kind of DNA. Of course, Fender is the first one that unleashed the path for the rest of them, but let's try to understand everything as 4 main identities. That's going to help you a lot. The second stage is the power amp. Is responsible for transforming this identity. This color is responsible for transforming this in energy, and this energy goes to the next step, the speakers, the cabinet, and the size of it, how it sounds like, and of course the microphones that will capture the sound of the speakers. It's important for you to understand that everything that we hear in a record session, in a show, whatever it is, everything that we hear is a combination of a lot of tools, and these amazing resources are working together for just one result, that it's in your head. So what happens in this kind of relation between every resource is that when we listen to a solo album, a show, or whatever it is, the sound that we listen is already all those resources captured by the microphone. So when we talk about playing in line, we are simulating in our pedal processor this situation, the microphone and the speakers and all of those stuff. And it's also very important for you to understand our ear doesn't hear all the frequencies. The guitar works in a region of the frequencies we can hear. What a guitar speaker does is to cut the frequencies are not interesting for the guitar. When we talk about simulation, speaker simulation, we're talking about making the cuts of frequency become true. When we talk about this, we begin to understand the difference between a normal speaker cabinet simulation and an impulse response speaker cabinet simulation. On a normal kind of speaker simulation, we have an image. Let's suppose you have a picture, a full HD picture and a 4K picture. The difference between each other, it isn't how much information there is in every photograph. So what happens is that when we have impulse response simulation, you have more details. Let's suppose in the normal one, you have the speaker, the microphone. How many speakers do you have? And in some of them, the position of the microphone itself. Okay, when we talk about an impulse response, we're talking about the microphone, the brand of the microphone, the position of the microphone, what speaker are being used. Celestion, eminence, what Celestion, what eminence, in what cabinet we are talking about, and so much more, in what kind of room we're talking about. All of this information is captured like a photograph of how it sounds like. So that's why this concept of impulse response grew a lot around the world during the years. And now that you understood all of this, there comes the reason why you need to have an FRFR cabinet. The FRFR cabinet, which means full range flat response, is a speaker that doesn't give to your sound any kind of color, and you can reach the best resources of your pattern processor using the simulations, using every kind of simulation you have in your pattern processor. In this video that you heard me playing, I'm using my Boss GT1000 core. I simulated a Marshall amplifier in an impulse response of a Marshall cabinet 1960A with 4 Celestions with the microphone made by Shure, that is the 57, in the corner of the speaker itself. And the result that you heard is the combination of all those details with my guitar and my way to play. When you understand this, when you truly understand what an FRFR means, you understand that you can use your Camper, your Boss GT1000, your Line 6, your Head Hush, your Quad Cortex, your Fractal Audio, whatever be your pattern processor. All of them work with the impulse response kind of simulation. So you can understand that this speaker from the Swamp model, the FRFR made by Vosstrom that I'm presenting to you here, will change the identity exactly as your simulation would tell. Let's suppose you're using an orange preamp with a vintage 30 speaker. It's going to change the identity of the sound. Let's suppose you're using a Fender Bassman with the greenback model, 212 cabinets with the 2 greenback or creamback, why not? So every time that you switch to one preset to another, that's going to change your sound. That's the reason why to have an FRFR changes the game. When you are looking for one step above everything you reached before. This amazing cabinet has a lot of volume, and this speaker can be exactly what you're looking for. This is an equipment made to interact with your identity, how you play, the sounds you have in your head. When you use an FRFR, it's the future. You are trading the identity of every kind of sound you can do. So when you're playing some kind of cover musics, you can reach the tone of your idols. All the musicians, you are trying to reach the tone, because now this speaker can change itself to be whatever you program it on your pattern processor to be. And that's why I'm proud to announce here my partnership with Vosstrom and to present you this amazing product. Vosstrom is a big company located in Brazil, in the south of the country. Everything that you see on your cabinet is made in Brazil. All the best resources, since the little pieces of it to the most complex system. Everything here is made to reach excellence. And that's what they got. And now that you really understood what is an FRFR cabinet, let me just show you a little bit more of how it sounds like. Hey, let me know, have you ever heard about this FRFR kind of cabinet? Did you have this idea of how it sounds like, how it works like? For me, it's a pleasure to be a part of Vosstrom family, Vosstrom team, and you're my guest to know this project, to know how it can make the difference in your sound. Thanks for watching the video. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.